Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing something different. I actually haven't done this in probably like 2 years. So I'm pretty excited to get into this video right away. We are going to be doing a what I eat in a day kind of video. This type of video is for inspiration. I'm not saying to eat exactly like me and you'll look like me. That won't happen. But I'm hoping to give you a few tips, a few tricks that you can incorporate into your life and into your diet. So I actually do not track my calories, but for this video, I will be tracking just to give you a rough estimate of what I am actually eating for me. And my dimensions, I think that's right, measurements, dimensions. I'm like 5'3", 5'4". I'm like 130 pounds. I think that's like 58, 59 kg. I'm not trying to lose weight and I'm not trying to gain weight. I'm kind of just eating at a maintenance level, what feels good, and just making sure I'm properly fueling my body. So like I said, I'm not too concerned about the amount of calories that I'm eating. I'm mostly concerned about the amount of protein that I am taking in every single day. And for protein, the rough calculation is that you want 1 gram of protein for every 1 pound of body weight. Put the equation here. So if I'm 130 pounds, I am looking at 130 grams of protein, which shouldn't be too hard if you know what you're looking for. Now, you can call the way that I diet intuitively eating, and you might have heard this around the internet. Oh, I intuitively eat, like I eat what my body is telling me. Yeah, I do that, but the only reason why I can do that is because I've tracked for so many years before, so I actually understand what food is what. I understand that salmon has probably around this much of protein, and that blah 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 is carbs, and that thing is fat. You know what I mean? So I understand how to diet or how to eat for my goals. If I was more serious about wanting to lose weight or wanting to gain muscle, I would 100% track. But currently, right where I am with my life, I'm kind of happy with eating what I want and how much I want and whatnot. Obviously, there's some days that I eat a lot, and obviously there's some days that I don't eat as much. But if I were to guess, I think my calories per day, I'm probably consuming around like 2,300. So I don't know how long you've been following me for, but I was once upon fully vegan. I was vegan for about 2 years, and I have been non-vegan for about a year now. I'm not going to explain why. I'm not going to go into detail. If you want to know, just let me know in the comments and I'll do another video about why I switched and the pros and cons and blah, blah, blah. So for this diet, it's going to be everything. Meat, cheese, dairy. Okay, so I'm going to go and cook my breakfast right now. Usually my breakfast is practically the same thing every single day. And the reason why it's the same thing every single day is because when I wake up in the morning, I have so much on my mind that I don't want to think about what I want to eat and what I need to eat. So my breakfast is very basic. It's quick because I'm usually out the door by like 6:45-ish. So I need to make sure that it is quick, it has a lot of protein in it, and it's going to carry me through until lunchtime where I go and finish my workout at that point. So usually, currently, for the past couple months, I would say I've been having 2 free-range, always free-range eggs. There's different types of eggs, okay? There's eggs that chickens have been in cages their whole life, in a small little cage, and they just sit there and produce eggs. And then there's like cage-free, and then there's free-range, and then there's unpasteurized. Okay, so if you are in America, I believe unpasteurized eggs is top tier, and then it's free range. I always go for free range, but because I'm living in the countryside and everyone and their dogs have chickens in their backyard, it is super easy to get eggs. So I have found my chicken eggs from a good source, and you can tell when a chicken has good eggs because one, the shell is just extremely hard, and that means there's a lot of calcium. So that means that you have a healthy chicken, you know? And at the end of the day, if your chicken isn't healthy who's laying the egg, what kind of egg and nutrients will that actual egg have that you are consuming? Wouldn't you want the best, the top micronutrient packed egg? If you know what I mean? All right, enough about eggs. Anyways, so free range eggs, I have 2 every morning with a bagel because I just love bagels. I put it with butter. Super, like it's so plain, but I like things plain. I'm not a huge sauce person. I know Harry likes to go shh with sauce. Not really my vibe. I like to taste the actual food itself. And also I know with sauces, the calories add up like crazy. So butter, yes, I like butter. I do not use any of that fake butter like margarine, I believe it is, or I don't even know the names of it. I love just having a plate of different flavors, you know, a bite of bagel, a bite of egg, a bite of apple, you know what I mean? And then I have my supplements, but I think I'm going to go into my supplements after I have my breakfast. All right. It's nice and sunny this morning. Like I said before, I'm usually out of the house quite early, and it's still quite cold in the morning when I go, and it's actually not this sunny. So right now I get the opportunity to eat outside, which I'm really excited for, you know, get that morning light in. It's good for the circadian rhythm. Yep, I hear you, Dr. Huberman. All right, it's a lame breakfast, and it's exactly the way I like it. I used to always have my eggs hard boiled, but then I was missing eating the yolk because I don't like eating hard boiled yolk. Eating them scrambled forces me to eat the yolk, and then I can get the micronutrients. And then don't at me at the dry eggs. That's the only way I like them. Okay, so I've tracked all my food in the First Form app. I love using the First Form app. That's where I usually track all my food. But there's also so many other things that you can do, which is like daily tasks. I don't know if you can really see it out here, but I'll show you a little bit later. But today, for my meal 1 is 556 calories, 24 grams of protein, 67 grams of carbs, and 22 grams of fat. All right, so the first supplement I am going to show you and practically what I take in the day are my greens and my reds. I've mixed my greens and my reds all together in this jar, so it's just easier to pour them out. I'm not going to go into crazy what they all are about, but basically I know for a fact, and probably the same with you, is that you don't get the actual amount of greens and the actual amount of reds in your diet every single day. And I'm not saying, oh, a few pieces of green pepper. No, you need a full serving of a green vegetable or something like that. And the same with reds. Yeah, I just had an apple, but that was 1 serving. Am I going to have 4 other in the day? I don't know, probably not. So that's why this comes really handy. I will link all of the supplements in the bio caption below. So all you need to do is just look down there and go through the link. And then also you can support me if you go through that link as well, which is really helpful on my end. So thank you. Anyways, so the greens helps with practically everything digestion. All right, basic, that's it. I'm not going to go into detail. Reds, antioxidants, helping you not get sick, and then also cardiovascular health. Practically what it is. If you want more information, then definitely go and look on their website because there's a ton of information. But anyways, I mix this with water every single day. And since taking this, I've gotten sick once. And I've just gotten the stomach bug from my friend, which was kind of hard to not get. But basically, yeah, I just mix it with water. If it's my rest day, I mix my creatine with it. But because I'm going to the gym, I mix my pre-workout with my creatine. It doesn't matter when you take this, but just get it in sometime during the day. I am also having magnesium coming in my next package, and sometimes I mix my magnesium into it, but I do that right before bed because magnesium helps you sleep. Cheers. Okay, now vitamins. Now, if you were to get one vitamin anything on the market, I would say this, okay? It's like a cheat code. It's the Micro Factor Daily Pack, okay? Much more than a multivitamin. So this is all you need in the day. And the way that they have figured out what to put in the pack, which is, if you want to read that and what it does. So the way that they figured out what to put in this pack is they have looked at so many people's diets and figured out what majority of people are deficient in. And then they threw it in here. So having this and filling this into your diet just fills the gaps out, which is perfect. And it is so easy to take. So I take this every single day. I just take it with food. I don't know if that's a mandatory thing or not, but it's just a way for me to remember to take it. So I try to take it with breakfast. The other thing that I do take also is a good fish oil. Fish oil helps with inflammation, all right? Inflammation in your body. That could mean excess weight. That could mean your joints aren't moving as well. That could mean feeling inflamed and puffy and whatnot. Could mean a bunch of different things. So having omega-3s and fish oils handy is so important because I bet you do not get 3 to 5 servings of fatty fish every week. I don't. So that's why I supplement. Anyways, one thing I would suggest though is the microfactor. Vitamins are so important, and you eating a full, well-balanced meals and whatnot, you still will have stuff that you lack. And the thing is, for example, the reds, you might have like strawberries and berries and everything that's red, but you might not have the red stuff that comes from a different part of the planet, which may be like a tropical fruit or a tropical vegetable. And that's what you are lacking. So things like this really fills in the gaps. Having vitamins and filling those gaps help me not get sick, help me be the best version and feel the best version that I possibly can, okay? If you are struggling with nail growth, if you can't grow your freaking nails, you're probably deficient in something. If your skin is acting out, you're probably deficient in something. If you can't grow your hair or your skin is acting up or whatnot, there's something in your diet that you need to fix or add to. So start somewhere. All right, let's get to the gym. All right, so for my pre-workout, I've got Project One from First Form. Once again, I'll link it in the bottom. I only use about like a half and a bit kind of scoop of this because there's 300 milligrams of caffeine in this pre-workout and I don't need that much. This is Candy Burst flavor. She's quite nice. But the good thing about this pre-workout is there's also creatine already in it. And if you're not taking creatine, definitely take creatine. Even if you're not like a crazy gym goer or whatnot, everyone can benefit from creatine, okay? Anyways, so there's a full serving of creatine in here, but because I'm not using a full serving, I also add a little bit more, just like half a scoop of creatine, just so I can make sure I get that full amount. That pre-workout is great because then you don't have to buy creatine. I mean, I buy creatine, but it takes me ages to go through that little tub. So there are a few things in that pre-workout that will help me with my focus, with my pump, with everything that I need at the gym. But mostly I'm going for the caffeine because I need caffeine. I love having energy, and caffeine just gives me the little boost. In the morning, it's all right. But if I was training in the afternoon, I definitely need that little boost of energy because we definitely get that dip. I like this pre-workout because I do find it kind of carries me throughout the day, which is really nice. But once again, at any level, everyone can take pre-workout and they can take creatine. Okay, I'm going to say this one more time. If you're not taking creatine already, definitely take creatine, okay? All right, so I just finished my workout. It's like 1:30. I'm starving. I also had to film like a try on haul video for my Instagram. So I'm a little bit later. What I do always after the gym is I always have a protein tub in my car. because this is like a hack to always get your protein in it. It's just to have a scoop or 2 scoops a day. This one specifically is chocolate mint cookie, and it literally tastes like a chocolate mint cookie. It is amazing. So I mix this up and then I drink it on my way home, which is really nice. And then also I don't get too hunger crazy. Having this also makes me not be tempted. There's literally KFC right beside me. Not be tempted to go and buy something that, one, is not really budget friendly, or is just not healthy for me, or is just not really supporting my goals. So something like this conquers my cravings. It tastes great, and then it adds protein because obviously we need protein. And since we just had a killer leg workout, we need this protein to go in there and repair those muscle tissues. Anyone can take protein, okay? You don't have to be a gym rat. You don't have to be muscular or anything. Take your protein, because majority of you guys are deficient in protein if you aren't aware of protein, okay? And having a protein powder is just such an easy way. This protein powder specifically, I feel like I'm talking so fast. This protein powder specifically is made with low temperature. So I've talked about this in my other YouTube, but if you've tried whey before and you like don't really have a dairy issue, but whey is giving you an issue, then that means you're eating and taking shitty whey. This whey, high quality, it's a little bit more expensive because it takes ages to make, and that's the proper way to get whey. If you want high quality protein powder, I'll link it below. And then always ask me questions in the comments, because I am more than happy to help with anything supplement related. All right, so I'm gonna drink this and then get home and make something for lunch because I am hungry. All right, so I just got home and I'm hungry, obviously, always hungry, but I have to figure out what I want to eat. So I'm just at the pantry. I put some chicken out earlier because I think I'm going to be making some chicken pizzas tonight. Oh, okay. I need pizza sauce or tomato paste. But I'm actually running quite low on groceries. So I don't really have much of an option, to be honest. I was thinking I was going to have like a tuna melt, but there's no tuna. Problem solving. I am like really struggling what to eat for lunch, and this is like a common occurrence for me. That's why I always suggest meal prepping. Usually I have leftovers of what we ate the night before, but yesterday there wasn't much leftover. And I haven't really done a shop in a few days, so the stuff is quite low. Common lunch ideas that I usually would have would be, like I said, a tuna melt, which just has like tuna in a wrap kind of thing with some cheese, maybe some pickles and red onion. Other times it depends if I've had a scoop of protein powder, but I would put with Greek yogurt and a scoop of protein powder and then maybe some cereal on top, like muesli. But I don't really want to do that because I've already had a scoop of protein powder today, and I try to just have 1 scoop a day. What else do I have? Lunch is my hardest thing. Like literally, it's my hardest decision-making meal of the day, all the time. So what I do usually if I'm tracking or whatnot is I take a look at how much protein I need more. And it says 84 grams of protein. So that's actually a decent amount of protein. So I do need a decent amount of protein for lunch so that I can hit my protein goal. For dinner, I'm probably looking at maybe 40, maybe 50 grams. So that leaves me with like 34 grams. So I definitely need to figure out something that has around that amount. As you could tell, I did not prepare what I was going to have to eat for my what I eat in a day kind of video today. And I kind of did that specifically because I'm not going to have like these perfect meals and be like, this is what I eat every day. No, I'm showing you exactly my issues and my struggles every single day and how my brain thinks and whatnot. And I'm taking you through with me, if that makes sense. So because we don't have much, I'm going to have a serving of this protein yogurt. When I say protein yogurt, it literally just means Greek yogurt that's unsweetened. And then maybe if I'm still hungry, a bowl of cereal with some protein milk. And that'll be pretty good, I think. I don't know. Let's total it up. All right, skirt. I'm going to put a half a scoop of vanilla protein because I prefer the Greek yogurt with a little bit of a flavor to it. And I rather put something with protein than like maple syrup. So I'm only putting half a scoop. And I'm mixing it up and it literally just tastes like vanilla yogurt. So I'm actually gonna just eat this first, suss myself out, see if I'm still hungry. And then if I'm still hungry, I'll make myself a bowl of cereal. Would be nice to throw some frozen berries in here, but once again, don't have them. Okay, so I've got a lot of work to do today. And it's what? 3 o'clock? Oh my God. So I'm going to just prepare my pizza toppings so that I have a little less work to do a little later on. So for the cheese for the pizza, I use this cheese. This is the like less fat version. So I can practically eat more cheese and have it less calories. But mainly what I'm mostly like looking at is that the fat to protein ratio is the exact same. 6.7 grams of protein and 6.7 grams of fat. So it's a great choice if you're having pizza or anything. I use this for everything. I don't buy the other one. And then if it's not Edam or Edam, then it's probably just low fat cheese. All right. So it is 6 o'clock. Oh my gosh. And I'm actually really hungry. Probably because that lunch I had was not sustainable, but that's all right because I am going to make some yummy pizza and I'm going to be a good little Italian and make my own pizza crust. I did this last time and I actually really enjoyed it more than the store-bought one. And it's pretty simple to make. It does take a little bit of time, but made from scratch is always better. So I'm going to go ahead and make that now because it does need to rest a little bit. And also, I did notice that Harry brought home some ice cream. So I guess that will be a little after dinner snack, a little after dinner dessert. So I'm excited about that. All right, well, I started cooking and I'm actually just really hungry. And I know the pizza's not going to be ready within like an hour. So I'm going to have a little bowl of cereal. Okay, so Nutri-Grain, it has a decent amount of protein in it. It's really yummy. Yes, there's seed oils in it. It's not the healthiest. Is there seed oils? Vegetable, no? You know what? There might actually not be seed oils in this. That's pretty nice. But I like it. It tastes great. Doesn't hurt my stomach. And it's good for a little snack to have around the house, you know, rather than snacking on chips and whatnot. Because if I had chips like corn chips or anything else, chocolate in the fridge, I would be snacking on that. So at least this is a decent choice. I'm also going to have a little bit of milk with it, and that's like a protein milk. Let me show you. All right, that one right there, which has 15 grams of protein per serving, which is a lot of protein. Do you want to see what I'm doing? How rude of me. This will be pizza dough. E pizza mamma mia dough. So I'm actually full Italian. I was born in Canada though. Anyways, I need this for a little bit and then I'm going to cover it and let it sit for a bit while I prepare and cut the chicken. I always feel so wrong just putting flour on the countertop. Just feels like I'm making a mess and I love it. When it gets sticky, no matter what, just add a little bit more flour and things will get better. Just a little bit more flour. It's just like when you get sad. All you got to do is just buy yourself some flowers and then everything will be all right. All right, so I have got the pizza in the oven right now. And then after dinner, I'm probably going to have a serving of this. And that's like 51 grams. Hopefully just 51 grams. But we'll see. We'll see what I feel like. So I totaled that up. And I had a total of 2,330 calories today. So that's basically what I low-key eat every single day to have like a maintenance level, meaning no, I'm not gaining weight, I'm not losing weight, just slow and steady eating the right amount that my body needs. Because we all know, or if we don't know, being in a calorie deficit is when you eat less calories than what your body uses. So that's when you lose weight. And then being in a calorie surplus is when you eat more calories than what your body needs. And then you gain weight. And you might gain weight in muscle, or you might gain weight in fat. So the total protein I had today was actually way over my goal. And it was at 168 grams of protein. Yeah, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. I mean, probably didn't really need the protein shake, but I was hungry at the time. So yeah. All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and eat my pizza and then do some dishes. And that's practically all that I have to share for this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you, especially those who like, comment, subscribe, use my code and everything. It truly, truly means the world to me. Everything that you will need to know or things that I want to highlight will be in the caption below. But other than that, I hope you have the best week ever and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.